You're listening to Hotepish with your host, Dwwann B. Intelligent ish talk, intelligent shit talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door.
Thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all. We're going to get into it. What's up, Harold Hamilton, Positive Influence, Josh Hawkins. Said Craig Fax brought me here. That's right. Goddamn love Craig Fax. That show is fun. BB Gaines, Eastwood, Guru Cam, Positive Influence. What up? Thank y'all for joining. I can't get everybody's name, but thank y'all. Shit. We are here. We're about to talk about these off-code mofos trying to call out Phylicia Rashad. We're going to talk a little bit about our sister Sha'Carri Richardson getting kicked out the Olympics. We're going to talk about all that and other shit. If I have time, I'll take questions and calls if I have time and to talk about what y'all want to talk about. Cause I'm not gonna go. I don't know. I just want to give my feelings on what's been going on with Phylicia Rashad and how Black America is divided. But me, anybody who's been listening to me for a long time, you know that I don't see division as a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Matter of fact, division is very good when it's clear. What you don't want is people assuming unity when there's undercover division going on the whole time. If you divide it, you want to be able to see that shit. Because once you see it, we can then do something about it. If I know you stand on that side of the river and I stand on this side of the river, we can go our separate ways, and what you do won't influence what I do and how I move. And I can keep an eye on your punk ass from a distance to make sure you ain't doing nothing to undermine me. But when you run around talking about we just all need to get together, you open yourself up for the bullshit. I already got a thumbs down. Thank you for the 59 thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please, please, please subscribe to the channel. Now, do it now. And turn on the notification bell. Y'all know what to do. Because I come on live randomly. Usually I do the morning, but sometimes it's night. I haven't done any live Q&As from the garage in a little bit. That's because for some reason my cell phone reception been getting messed up out there. And I don't have Wi-Fi in the garage. So I ain't been doing my Q&As from out there, but I might do something pretty soon. I might do one tonight. Keep the notification bell on. I might do a random live Q&A tonight or tomorrow. Thank you for the Cash App. I just got 2 Cash Apps. BB, thank you for the Cash App. John, thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate that. But I like them live Q&As because we get to all talk and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just basically, in my live Q&As, I just respond to whatever y'all want me to talk about. What's up, Star? Q&As are fun, but they're random because I'm a very random person. Quick housekeeping. I want to, well, before I get to the housekeeping, before I get there, remember, I got these new t-shirts that are dope as hell. Hey, and so far, y'all been buying these shirts. Like, I done already sold like 30 or 40 of these in the last couple days. Rebels for the Cause. Nat Turner, Robert Smalls, Bass Reeves, Denmark Vesey, and Jean-Jacques Dessalines. For anybody who knows me, y'all know how much I love Robert Smalls and what he did for us. I've talked on him plenty of times. I might actually do a whole, I think that's what I'm going to do pretty soon, is a show basically detailing all 5 of these people on the shirt and why they're on the shirt and why we need to celebrate these people and why our children need to know about these people. My favorite is Robert Smalls because that brother escaped slavery, stole a Confederate ship, and bought his master's house and kicked ass in the Civil War and got elected to Congress. So yeah, they don't tell you about that. They don't tell you Denmark Vesey rounded up 9,000 people to revolt against this country until a snitch ass bitch called him out. You know, Bass Reeves arrested the preacher that baptized him. You know, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, leader of the Haitian Revolution, and Nat Turner, you're pretty much familiar with those two. So yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a show on these people in this shirt, on this shirt. And you know, I got my Hotepish hoodies and t-shirts, Dr. John Henry Clark, Reparations Now, Dr. King, and our Scholars shirt. And I will be having another Scholars shirt coming pretty soon. Get ready. But quick housekeeping. Let me say something for the new people here. It's been a fair amount of new people that subscribe to the channel, and I thank you. I appreciate everyone who's subscribed to the channel. But let's be very clear. I speak the way I speak. And I'm going to give you information and I'm going to talk shit. All right? If you're one of those people that say, man, you shouldn't crack jokes, people, this is not going to be the channel for you. I promise you that. I'm going to say what I have to say. And I'm going to talk a little bit of shit in between. You dig? Because that's who I am, and that's how I choose to deliver my message. I understand it may rub some people the wrong way, but I also understand this. Everything ain't for everybody. So if how I say it rubs you the wrong way, I don't hold any personal ill will towards you. I'm not mad at you. But stay the fuck out my inbox telling me how to talk. You dig? You dig? Back to our regularly scheduled program. You see these people out here trying to cancel Phylicia Rashad. We need to take a look at who are these people pushing the cancel Phylicia Rashad narrative. You may be asking, why do I have Shikari Richardson's picture up here? Because all of this sort of ties in together in very loose ways, but I will bring it back all full circle. Thank you, Positive Influence said. Be direct. That's right. See, black folks, foundational black Americans, how we learn, we always learned while in between the shit talk. It's cultural for us. Think about it. Who's the funniest? Who talks the most shit and the funniest person you know? It's probably your grandmama, one of your granddaddies or granduncles. It's one of the older people in the family that give you the real deal. But they also served you beer foam when you was a child to make your ass go to sleep. They talked all kind of shit in between their messages. My grandfather used to call me, to this day, he still calls me the big unit. When I was 4, I was the little fat motherfucker. Yeah. Culturally, our elders have always threw in grandmama shit. If you want to know the truth, let grandmama be having a good day. She gonna tell you all the shit. And it's gonna be funny as hell. And it ain't gonna be politically correct. That's cultural for us. Just like snapping on each other is cultural for us. I don't want to change that. Because I remember when my grandfather used to talk all kind of shit to me. I remember when I was like 4 or 5, I was crying to my grandmother. I was crying like, why is granddaddy so mean? And you know what she said? She said, well, granddaddy talks that way because it's a tough world out there. I know you don't understand because you just now starting to go to school. But the world is tough out there and you need to be tough to face the world. So we deliver messages in a certain way to toughen you up. Because it's better you get tough in the house. And if you can face it from your own family, you can face it from the world. Since foundational black Americans have had such a tough upbringing here in America, culturally for us, we've always toughened one another up at home, in-house, with no one else around. So when we go out and face that tough world that don't give a fuck about us, we ready for it. See, I'm the kind of person, I'm not the person that thinks black people are stupid. I know how great we are. I'm not the kind of person that don't think black people want information. I know we want information. I'm not the kind of person that runs around saying, lowering the bar, trying to feed stuff in toddler bites to people. A lot of black people, especially over the last 10 years, have grown up. And they want the information. That's who I speak to. I don't bend what I have to say for sensitive people. Why? Because if you're sensitive around me, You're going to be sensitive when it's time to go out there and face this wretched ass system. If what I say is too harsh for you, when you're in that boardroom at your job, in that meeting, and you see some bullshit going on, if what I say bothers you, are you going to have the balls to address what you see when it's the other people saying it and doing it? Probably not. Probably not. It's a lot of people who've grown up who understand that we're powerful. We understand that we just need some more information. We understand that there's nothing wrong with us. There's been something done to us. And the more information that they have, the more they have in their pockets to go out in the world and do something with. That's who I speak to. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to say I'm right and you're wrong. I'm just here to say that there are levels to this. And I attract those who are on that level of, I don't give a fuck how you say it. Just give it to me so I can do something with it. That's why I do Hotepish. I know this isn't a crossover show. I have other things that I do that can get mainstream appeal. This Hotepish, Intelligent Ish Talk, there is no mainstream appeal with this show. I don't want mainstream appeal. I'm not looking for a Sprite sponsorship. The reason why I have other businesses is because that's where I make my money. The reason why I have other shows is because those shows can be sponsored by a major one day. Shows like Incense and Ashtrays. If I get a sponsorship on that, fine. But here at Hotepish, I'm not looking for none of that shit. I just want to give the message unfiltered, unfettered, be one, make my funk the P-Funk. I want my funk uncut. Make my funk the P-Funk. I wants to get funked up. I want the bomb. I want the P-Funk. I want my funk stepped on. Huh. Make my funk the P-Funk. Y'all know that song was about cocaine, right? They couldn't say make my cocaine pure and uncut. So they said make my funk the P-Funk. That's history, but that's what I got Incense and Ashtrays for. To break down the history of music and what different songs meant. Well, I ain't talking about cocaine. I'm talking about the black one here. I want my shit unfettered, unstepped on. And if it's too much for you, that's why you have mainstream TV. Go listen to Mark Lamont Hill, who we're about to talk about. Go listen to Joy Reid. Go listen to Michael Eric Dyson. Go listen to all the professional white ass kisses you want. There's plenty of them online and on TV. This world is overrun with professional white ass kissers you can listen to, tell it to you in a safe way. This place ain't it. This ain't the place for that. We powerful people. We are very powerful people. We are extremely powerful people. For us to go through this genocide we've been going through as a people for the last 400 years and still be here and still dancing and still creating a funk, still smiling, still fighting, we some bad motherfuckers. We cold. Hey, black folks, we cold as hell. The reason why these people are jumping on Phylicia Rashad, we gotta realize the people jumping on Phylicia Rashad, they're the weak within our society. They're the ones who believe that we don't have the strength to run our own society. They truly believe when black people get control of things, You know these kind of people. We listen to them all the time. You can't trust black folks now. Man, that's why you get screwed over by 17 white businesses in 2 weeks. You don't say shit. Get screwed over by one black business 5 years ago. See, that's why I can't do black business. These kind of niggas is weak. I don't want to appeal. I do not want to appeal. If that's your mindset, if you're the kind of person that don't think we can get our reparations, if you're the kind of person that I don't think we can run our own society, if you're open to learn how, please, please, please come around. But if you've already made your mind up that we can't do these things, that the person that just hit the thumbs down, get the fuck out of here. I'm never going to appeal to you. Again, I told you that's why I called this show Hotepish. Because these old Mark Lamont Hill type tap dance and jive sons of bitches, they like calling black folks who are into black first ideology, into black history, into black wealth and health and love. They like calling us hoteps. So I named my show Hotep-ish. So when people who have that mindset see the title, they're going to be like, man, what's that Hotep talking about? I don't want to hear what he got to say. What is he doing for the black community? Yeah, I don't want them motherfuckers around here. So this show's a big ass warning sign. Caution, caution, caution. Hoteps here. Niggas who love black people are here. Niggas who unapologetically stand up for our people first. That's this zone over here. If you don't like that, you're not welcome. I don't give a fuck how black you may look by your skin. You're not welcome around here. I do believe in division. Yes, I do. Division's a good thing when done right. When people have different ideologies, staunch different ideologies, which people will have, you go over there, I'm going to stand over here, and we can have a mutual respect. We ain't got to fight each other. We ain't got to shoot each other. We ain't got to tear each other down unless necessary. We may crack jokes on one another. We may talk shit about one another. But you stay over there, I stay over here. And that is fine by me. Because Denmark Vesey, June 18th, 1822, was lynched because someone he thought was on his side went to Massa and reported his revolution. And Denmark Vesey was hanged June 18th, 1822, because division that was within the house didn't reveal itself until it was too late. We must learn history and apply that history to today. Same thing with people with bad jokes. You've never made anyone laugh, so why do you keep telling bad jokes? Like, you don't even get a chuckle. You ever see them people like that? They don't even get a chuckle of laughs, yet they want to keep cracking jokes. Gotta be aware of time, space, and you gotta be aware of all that. Gotta be aware of that. Divide yourselves. And we're seeing the divisions now with Phylicia Rashad. This black woman is, let me tell you, let's start talking about Phylicia Rashad. Phylicia Rashad, through her professional career, the images she portrayed on screen, and the woman she is off screen, the way I see it, is Black America. She's the prototype for the black woman. Appreciate the Cash App, American Negro. Phylicia Rashad is the example of black womanhood. She's beautiful. She's natural. She's classy. She stands in strength when she needs to stand in strength. And she's quiet and out of the way when it's time to be quiet and out of the way. She makes sure the images, when she's portrayed on screen, she's fully covered. She attracts you with her skills. She doesn't need to be a sideshow. She's a good enough actress to where she doesn't need to reveal herself physically, because her mind, her energy, her spirit, and her skill does more speaking for her than any thought attire ever could. Phylicia Rashad is the epitome of class, grace, and strength, and courage. Because the black woman is courage. Phylicia Rashad exemplifies the energy of Harriet Tubman. She embodies the steadfastness of Ida B. Wells. She is a lady the Queen of England wishes she can be. That's Phylicia Rashad. You're right, hey nigga, she exudes gracefulness. Her role as Claire Huxtable, and I talked about this yesterday on Craig Facts, I was never the biggest Cosby Show fan. If I caught it on TV, fine, but usually at that time, when the Cosby Show was on, I was playing my Nintendo or in the backyard shooting free throws, playing basketball in my backyard. But if it was raining outside, I would catch the Cosby Show. But truth be told, I grew up in such a loving environment. The Cosby Show, outside of my parents not being doctors, it sort of mimicked my household in a lot of ways. I got all the attention I needed from my mom and my dad. Me, my brother, and my sister, we're very close to this day. So I didn't really need to see it on TV. My family, in the family environment I grew up in, we lived it. And I was also jealous because every time Dr. Cosby, every time Theo he always had apple juice. That's the only thing I didn't like. We never had shit. My parents is working people. 3 kids in the house. Shit, if my mom did buy apple juice on Sunday when she went grocery shopping, that shit was gone by Tuesday. I was like, how did the Cosbys always have apple juice? And I wish we had apple juice in the refrigerator every time we wanted it. Shit, I was an apple juice drinking motherfucker when I was a kid. So I'm saying this to say, I'm not speaking on this as like a diehard fan of the Cosby Show. I'm speaking on this purely from observation, non-emotional, what I saw with my third eye then and my natural 2 eyes, then and now. I'm not speaking as a fan, speaking on the imagery and what people embody. Claire Huxtable was a woman who raised her children. She was firm when she needed to be firm, but she was also so caring and so loving. That's who she was as an actress on that show. Hell, she displayed all that energy in Jingle Jingle. Y'all know that movie Jingle Jingle that came out with Forrest Whitaker. That's my new favorite Christmas movie. Jingle Jangle. I think it's Jingle Jangle. Jingle Jangle is my new favorite Christmas movie. Like, I'm going to watch that shit every Christmas. That was like the best black movie I've seen in a long time. No coincidence, Phylicia Rashad was the matriarch of the movie. Even away from her acting, she's always stood for Bill Cosby. Not because she never said what he did was right, because the things that the mainstream society is saying he did, he didn't do. She stood for justice. Phylicia Rashad knew she could possibly lose some acting gigs. You think she gave a fuck? She said it anyway. You think that she didn't know saying what she had to say about Dr. Cosby in that tweet was going to get a backlash? She knew. She knows how these liberals are in Hollywood. But she did it anyway. Because that's the black woman I know, do. Fannie Lou Hamer. Shahrazad Ali. That's the black woman I know. Coretta Scott King. That's the black woman I know. Black woman I know don't give a fuck what the backlash is. She's going to stand up for what's right. Integrity first. That's who we are as a people. I've got another set of the t-shirt. Shit. Thank you for buying the t-shirt. Oh, also, I've got to mention this. If you type in the code SPEND50, SPEND50, and if you spend at least $50 on in my t-shirt merchandise store, book not included, you get free shipping. Book's not included because there's no shipping on the book. It's a download. But if you spend $50 and type in the product code SPEND50 on the website, you get free shipping. Back to what we're talking about. Yeah, she embodies Sojourner Truth and Dr. Welsing. It's good to see the black woman. This is the true black woman. Do you think we would have survived slavery and Jim Crow with Cardi B style ratchetness? Hell no. Hell no. We've allowed ratchet behavior and ratchet imagery to take over. That's because we still have a lot of Phylicia Rashads. The majority of black women, foundational black American women, are Phylicia Rashads. The only thing is we haven't had our Phylicia Rashads be as vocal as the Cardi B's within our society. Lately, the Cardi B's, the hood rats have been the most loud. They've been the ones talking the most vocal. Phylicia Rashad stood out there and stuck her neck out there. We need the rest of the Phylicia Rashads within our society to step up and do the same. Because there were some things that bothered me about some things that I saw last week online. And when I say this, let me start off by saying when I say what I'm about to say. What I'm about to talk about is not about the woman herself. It's about my observations on our reactions to what we've seen here. Last couple weeks ago, Shikari Richardson won and broke the record for the 100-meter dash. And I've been a fan of her. I've been watching her for a little while now because I love track and field in the Olympics. My fat ass can't run for shit, but I love competition. Diving and track and field, I love the Olympics for those two goddamn things, swimming and track and field. And so I support this sister. I got nothing but love for this sister. She's reached heights unimaginable with her world record breaking talent. The problem what I saw a couple weeks ago when she broke the record was when I saw all of these women not celebrating the record, but celebrating the ratchetness. Whoa, who's this to all them people that say we need to cut our hair? Whoa, this to all the people saying that black women can't walk around with 15 pounds of elephant hair in their head. Whoa. And I was like, hold on, why y'all celebrating that? I accept her for who she is. I'm not saying she needs to change. She is a product of her environment. I'm not judging this black woman. But what I do have a problem with is us celebrating the ratchet look. Y'all remember back in the 90s, especially if you're from LA. I don't know they use different terminology in different parts of the country. But here in LA, chicks that was hella ghetto, that shit wasn't acceptable. The women, the Phylicia Rashads, the women, we used to be like, man, she Easty. Y'all remember that term, LA people? None of the women wanted to be Easty. We knew that the ratchet shit was some other shit that didn't represent us at all. But over the last 10, 15 years, we've been just like, we went from accepting it, and like I say, I'm not dissing people who are like this, but somehow the ratchet became representative of the black woman. Let me say it again. Somehow the ratchet became the representative of the black woman. See, this is how I know this last 10 years and the reaction I saw when Sha'Carri Richardson was hella fake. It wasn't about her record. It wasn't about her being an Olympian. It was purely about the ratchet element within black society trying to really go further into mainstreaming ratchetness within black society and the ratchet look. Talking about her fingernails is long. For those who remember, who watched the Olympics and love track and field, y'all remember Gail Devers. This is Gail Devers, one of the greatest Olympians to ever get on that track. Gail Devers was known for her long ass fingernails. Gail Devers used to have hair all over her head. Back in the 90s. She was in the 92 and the 96 Olympics. Back then, the black women weren't celebrating. They're like, oh, her nails is long. But they weren't celebrating her nails. They were celebrating her accomplishments. How do we go from still being able to be ghetto and express your ghetto-ness in your way? Because back in the 90s, the long nails was a representation of all things ghetto back in the 90s. That was the classic Easty look, quote unquote. The long fingernails. We didn't celebrate Gail Devers' fingernails. We celebrated Gail Devers. Because Gail Devers was a queen and a master at what she did. How did we devolve from the 96 Olympics, 92 Olympics And I think she made the 2000 Olympics in Australia. How did we as a people devolve from celebrating the woman to celebrating the ratchet expression of a woman? I'm not calling Sha'Carri Richardson ratchet. I don't know her. I'm not labeling her. I'm talking about the outer shell, the look, the ratchet look, the 17-inch long eyebrows, the Simba from Lion King hair. When did that shit start being celebrated? When did we go from putting that behavior in its place to trying to cancel Phylicia fucking Rashad? This is Phylicia Rashad. This is Phylicia Rashad. I've noticed a lot of the same people who are trying to big up the ratchetness last week are the same ones saying we need to cancel Phylicia Rashad. What? What's wrong with us black people? Where did we lose our way? Where? Because every culture has ratchetness. All right? There are ratchet Italians, ratchet white folks, ratchet Mexicans, ratchet Asians. Hell, if you want to know how ratchet Asians can get, just go down to your local massage parlor with tinted windows. They got whole businesses set up on ratchetness. Lean mean giving you a rub down and then a suck down for a few extra dollars. We don't have those kind of parlors in black society. So who's the real ratchet? White folks got honey boo boo. They got ratchetness all over their society. Hell, black folks learned ratchet from white folks. But those people understand, hey, sit your ratchet ass in the back of the bus and be quiet. You don't represent the whole. Because if you're the representative of the whole, it's going to make us look weak in a world full of wolves. I'm sorry, black folks. The world isn't nice. It's a world of wolves out there. It's a world of lions out there. It's a world of hunters. But what's the one code all hunters follow? Hunters prey on the weak and vulnerable. Hunters prey on what they perceive as weak and vulnerable. That's why imagery is so powerful. Is white society as powerful as they project? Hell no. That's why they can't teach you about Robert Smalls, John Horse, Fannie Lou Hamer, and all of these black people and men and women who've won. They can't teach you about Benjamin Banneker and his genius. They can tell you about Einstein as long as you don't know about George Washington Carver. Because these motherfuckers lived at the same time. And all Einstein produced was theories he didn't even solve. While George Washington Carver came up with formulas, inventions, and products made from his mind that won us World War II, World War I, gave us the assembly line, gave us peanut butter, gave us plastic, gave us soy. Image is everything. That's why your black ass don't teach that to your black ass kids at school. Because you must always show the best if you want to be treated like the best. See, it's no different than dating. When you date, you put your best foot forward. You attract what you project. If you project, I'm big baller, I got all the money, then you're probably going to attract people who are looking for people to take money from. That should be tripping me out. Niggas be out there buying bottles, tossing money all around these women, and then the minute a woman get them, man, all she wanted me was for my money. Yeah, stupid nigga, that's what you showed her. Idiot. If you show you big baller, you're gonna attract the people looking to take from the big baller. But if you show you and who you really are at your essence, you're gonna attract somebody who's looking for that essence. No different in racial. Look, the law of attraction is the law of attraction. The law of reciprocity is the law of reciprocity. The law of... I'm drawing a blank. Not give and take. The law of shit. That's on the tip of my tongue. The law of cause and effect. These laws follow you wherever you are on a social level. So when you project nonsense, people are going to treat you that way. These other cultures got way bigger ratchet bases than we got. These other cultures go to their home country, shit, walk on a beach in Malaysia. That's why so many white folks going to Malaysia, because they can go over there, goddammit, and get kids openly. The Philippines. But when the Filipinos and the Malaysians come back to America, they put on their nurse garbs and act like they better than us. Treating us like the worst of our images. I support Shikari Richardson and her skill set and what she does. But I don't support the imagery. I'm not going to tell her she needs to change, but I'm also not going to sit here and co-sign it. Because I know what that imagery does to the rest of us as a whole. There's a consequence to it. Unfortunately, our sister got caught smoking weed. So she won't be in the Olympics this year. Which is a message to all you ratchet motherfuckers. Because the ratchet people be the loudest ones, looking for attention. Hey, ratchet folks, the world don't give a fuck. Stop talking so goddamn loud. They don't give a shit about your excuses. The Olympics drug test. And thankfully, Sha'Carri, she didn't even fight it. She took it on the chin. Rest in peace to this woman's mother. She was struggling. She had it. She's human. That's why I'm not passing judgment on her as an individual. She's human, like she said. She'll get them next time. But we ain't got to fight every fight, black people. Yes, I know marijuana doesn't help enhance anybody's Olympic whatever times. But the rules are the rules. The Olympics have never accepted weed smoke. Our sister got banned for 1 month. When Michael Phelps smoked weed, he got banned for 3 months. Just with him, when he got banned, it wasn't in an Olympic year. And I watched the Olympics. I remember all 2016 Olympics. Every time Michael Phelps raced, they brought up his marijuana suspension. The Olympics is a very conservative sport. Part of understanding white supremacy is knowing your enemy, knowing your environment, knowing what you're up against. The ecosystem, the environment of the Olympics is very conservative. So if you choose to participate in that house, you have to follow that house's rules. I'm a firm believer in following the rules of the house you choose to go in. Me personally, I know how Hollywood works. So I choose not to go that route in my style of entertainment. I learned that very early on in comedy. Hollywood only wants people who are going to go along to get along, and they want professional white ass kissers. So when I was 2 or 3 years into comedy, I said, you know what? If I'm going to make it, I'm going to have to make it going directly to the people like Corey Holcomb. Because Hollywood ain't going to fuck with me. And I'm the kind of person, I'm not willing to change how I get down for them. You know the rules. You know the Olympics are very conservative. You know they're never going, and on top of that, you know they're never going to give black folks any kind of break. Hey, I wish I could have seen her race. But I'm not going to stomp and fight for that. I'm going to do what my sister Phylicia Rashad is doing. Standing up for black people who have been done wrong by the legal system. Damn, Beef Murphy. Shit. This comment right here. Shit. This nigga says she's LGBTQ and looks like a quintessential. No offense. Damn. Yeah, someone told me this morning that Shikari Richardson was LGBTQ. I didn't know that. I'm kind of glad she didn't make the Olympics this year. They really... It would have been ratchet LGBT. They would have used her as the model for ratchetness and LGBTQ all goddamn year. If she, now I'm not even mad. Shit, yeah. Bigger picture. We got enough of that LGBTQ shit getting pushed on us. The last thing we need is that agenda in the Olympics. Bosa Quinn, he said, you saw that on my Fox Soul interview? Yeah, my Fox Soul, yeah. When I did Fox Soul, go back on my YouTube and check out my Fox Soul interview for those who didn't see it. They weren't ready. Fox Soul wasn't ready for me. Man, I was on Fox. They had these mixed breed black Negroes up there talking about racism. Had an Asian and black, a Chinese chick mixed with black. A British mixed with black co-host, and a white mixed with black chick on the show. Although the one that was mixed with white and black was real cool. She was just opening up and seeing things for what they were. But yeah, on Fox Soul, man, I gave them that real deal. So what Fox Soul did for me was they invited me right back a couple months later, about a month later, after I blazed them in January 2020, being B1, 10 toes down, they brought me back. This time when they brought me back, they made sure to have Mike Hill on, the original host of the show, not that guest host. Man, they spelled my name wrong. They told me the show was going to be about race again, and they gave me like 7 questions that they were going to ask. Once we got on the show, they didn't ask any of the questions that they told me they were going to ask. the two hosts of the show were trying to frame me as combative. Leading into the show, they were talking about how combative I was on the last time and how controversial I was. These mainstream niggas ain't ready for me. But that's okay. Because the people are ready for me. You niggas like me. And that's all that matters to me. The fact that I get love for y'all. The fact that I get love from y'all. Think I give a fuck about Hollywood? Bug Shell, you say you saw me on Foxhole? That's how you found me? Salute. She said all those, bow down said all those Angela Yees. Yep. These niggas ain't ready for me. Oh, appreciate the Cash App, Aisha. I appreciate the Cash App. Thank you. So I understand being the first person that I am, that I can't go into another environment and tell them to change. I have to come over here and create my own. And so now I'm on the YouTube environment. And in the YouTube environment, there are certain things I cannot say. There are certain groups that I cannot call out by name. There are certain diseases that I can't talk about. I respect it. Because this is YouTube's platform. I know how to talk in code. I know how to talk about the Woompty Wamps, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. When I say I'm not taking that jab for no Woompty Wamp, you know exactly what I mean. When I say the Woompty Wamps over there ain't doing right, over on the West Bank, you know exactly what I mean. I'm not going to just come out outright, go against what that platform says, because I'll be kicked off. I got to follow whatever rules that are on here until I can get my own damn platform. And to all you niggas running around saying, black folks need to stop complaining, black folks need to just build their own platform. Okay, you do it. My talent ain't building platforms. My talent is seeing information of the day and talking shit about it. It's always somebody that be like, man, y'all going around, black folks need to come together, put their money together, and just build their own platform. As if black folks haven't done that time and time again. You do know once a platform is built, it must be sponsored. And Cash Apps ain't gonna be enough to run a platform. You need the help of business. And these other platforms stay alive, not because white people are special, not because white people are so supportive. The other platforms stay alive because they get the support of business. But along with the support of business comes with business's rules. When Google started getting the support of Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Apple, and everybody else that are sponsors of theirs, they had to bend the knee to the dollars that were being given to them. That's how this shit works. So all you, we just need to come together and build our own stuff. Well, stop talking, nigga. Do it. You'll never see me talking about what we need to come together and do unless I'm the one doing it and showing you what we need to do. The thing that I say we need to come together and do, we need to come together and learn who the fuck we are and teach the kids. And teach other black people who are unaware and sleep, the willing. That's what I say we need to do. I say we need to get our own ways to make money independent of the society. That's what we need to do. But I don't say that from the point of view of what someone else is doing. I said that as someone who already has done it. And I'm talking about what I live, what I know, not what I think. I'm not saying we need to build our own platform. I would like if we would, But I understand all the obstacles that go in with that. And I personally am not willing to face those obstacles. So I'm not going to lay judgment on others who aren't. Bug Shannon, you said Angela Stanton had a bad car wreck? I didn't know. I didn't know Angela Stanton had a bad car wreck. Get well, sister. I don't agree with everything she says, but she says a lot of shit that I do agree with. And salute to Dr. Randy Short. I know he's trying to hook an interview up of me and Angela Stanton. I'm going to have Dr. Randy Short on pretty soon. I wanted to have him on today, but Dr. Short is traveling. I want to hear his point of view on this whole Cosby thing because he's distant family from Bill Cosby. And he's been following this from day one. So either maybe later tonight or tomorrow, maybe tomorrow or Monday. I don't know what day yet, but sometime soon, sometime in the next 5 or 6 days, I'm going to have Dr. Randy Short back on and we're going to talk about this whole Bill Cosby thing. But let's go further into the Bill Cosby. Let's go further on what's going on with our brother Bill Cosby. As you know, Bill Cosby was just released from prison over a wrongful conviction. The district attorney down there broke the law in order to get a conviction of Bill Cosby. So we're starting to see people have an issue with that. Let's break down a few of the people who are having issues. First, the LA Times. You have an article saying commentary why Phylicia Rashad's defense of Bill Cosby is so infuriating. You see, she quoted, I'm not going to read the whole article. This is in the LA Times, June 30th, 2021. Article by Meredith Blake on how frustrated she was at Phylicia Rashad for supporting the black man Bill Cosby. Well, who was Meredith Blake? I just pulled up her Twitter here. And this is who Meredith Blake is. Your everyday looking liberal West Coast feminist. She looks like she wears yoga pants to Catholic church. She looks like she likes chives on everything that she eats. We see here a liberal saying that she's mad at Phylicia Rashad. My question is, why is she speaking on black shit? Why is she speaking on a black woman? You don't like black people anyway. You mustard armpit smelling bride. So when a black person, she's never said anything about Phylicia Rashad ever. I looked it up myself. I was trying to see, did she find anything on Phylicia Rashad? Did she write about Phylicia Rashad's performance in Jingle Jangle? Has she wrote anything positive on Phylicia Rashad getting her job at Howard University? Phylicia Rashad has done a lot of positive, dope shit. Has she ever brought up Phylicia Rashad's name to promote the good that Phylicia Rashad's doing? The answer is no. She only brought up Phylicia Rashad when that black woman didn't do what liberal white mammy wanted her to do. That's why these feminists ain't shit for black folks. What does this thing have to say about the beautiful Phylicia Rashad? Phylicia Rashad, 30 years older, but look 20 years younger. The fuck you doing speaking on our queen? Sit your John Stockton looking ass down. You don't have an opinion on what our queens talk about and do. Next up. Oh Lord. Now we got to deal with the enemy within. Janet Huber, original Aunt Viv, who for the last 30 years has primarily been known as the woman who fumbled away the bag due to her horrific, horrible attitude. Ain't heard a damn thing from her outside of her still being mad at Will Smith until that reunion episode a couple months ago. Ain't never spoke up. Didn't speak up on Trayvon Martin. Had nothing to say about Eric Gardner. Don't remember her talking about Sandra Bland. Yet she has something to say about Phylicia Rashad. No U.S. law, I'm not doing a hashtag. That's what we don't do here. No disrespect to you. No disrespect to you. But he said black men must start a hashtag, protect Phylicia Rashad. Damn a hashtag, just protect her. I'm not into hashtag justice. Just do it. I'm doing it right now. The rest of us just do it. You see someone speaking out against her, say something in support. You see someone trying to do something wrong to Phylicia Rashad, stop it. We don't need a hashtag movement. We just need to do it. Because anyone, and here's the reason why I say that. Anyone who needs a hashtag to move ain't serious, and they probably won't move. They're just going to retweet a hashtag and then go about their day. The world just needs to see us moving. Something happen, here come black men moving on it right away. Quick, fast, in a hurry. No questions asked. Here we are on the scene, protecting our black women. Damn a hashtag. We're done with hashtag justice. We're in the doing stages now. That's why I woke my black ass up and started doing this, protecting Phylicia Rashad. Because she is the example of what the black woman I know to be. She's the one that got us through slavery. She's the one that was home cooking for her husband, knowing that he worked 12, 15 hours on a job that didn't respect his humanity. She didn't go yip, 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 when granddaddy wanted to come home and drink a beer and watch the game and not talk to nobody because of the abuse he been facing for the last 8, 10, 12 hours. She's the one who knew how to cook him a meal and leave him alone. Janet Huber, on the other hand, if we're going to just take what we know about her career at the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, she's the one. I need you to talk to me. Rub my feet. I don't care if you had a bad day at work. Talk to me. Give me attention. Give me a meal. Do this. Do that. Take out the trash. The last thing niggas need when we come home from work is a Janet Huber. Somebody who, when she had her job at the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, she wasn't just fired out of nowhere. She was warned about her behavior. And she didn't know how to chill long enough to keep a job. Again, she chose Hollywood. If you choose to work in that environment, understand the rules. And she was the one who understood the rules, but still tried to break the rules because she did not respect a black man named Will Smith. Let's tell the truth. She didn't respect that man as a man. Phylicia Rashad's character, Aunt Viv, was a character that black folks till this day hold in high esteem. While Aunt Viv is somebody who's known, one was dark skinned, one was light skinned. You don't think that eats away at Janet Huber's soul knowing that? She probably couldn't wait to strike on Phylicia Rashad. She probably couldn't wait till Phylicia Rashad was in trouble. And I heard Janet Huber has some new TV show she got coming out, or movie. She's in some project I read a few months ago. It's going to be like her first project since The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. See, they always say question the source. When we see the people who are going at Phylicia Rashad, these people ain't nobody. Who are these people? Who are they? Who are they? Nobody. Look what Janice Huber say. She probably just got that check mark in the last couple weeks. Felicia, what are you thinking? I don't know you, but to say this is terribly wrong. Everyone knew what he was doing back then. Well, if you knew what he was doing back then, Janice, why didn't you say something back then? Oops. How could you not? Get your umbrella, sister. Here comes the shit shower. In other words, uh-oh, here come Massa. Here come Massa. That's bad winch talk. Massa's gonna get you. I am outraged that he's been released. Yes, he is an old-ass guilty man. So you see a woman who over the last 30 years has shown she doesn't respect black men, black masculinity. She's the one outraged. Saying powerful men do wrong things, black or white. Shut the fuck up. Black women do wrong things too. Whether it be Aunt Viv, the first Aunt Viv, or the second one. You wrong, sister. You wrong. Who else do we have talking shit? Oh, Lord. Mark Lamont Hill. This bootleg Sambo. Bill Cosby is not innocent. He has not been exonerated. His release means that Cosby, a sexual predator, was incarcerated within a criminal legal system that has little regard for its own rules and procedures as Cosby's victims does. As you see, I don't follow this fool. I unfollowed Mark Lamont Hill about 2 years ago. But I saw this shit getting retweeted and retweeted and retweeted. Mark Lamont Hill is a classic beta boy. I've never heard another grown man, black man, hold Mark Lamont Hill in high esteem. I talked about Mark Lamont Hill last week, and I'll keep talking about him because men with camel toes like this dude here always seem to be the loudest. But like I said yesterday, he's the person that did the whole Malcolm X may have been gay thing. He shitted on Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. No one ever wants to get into the details of the case. Bill Cosby was, everyone that came forward to say something about him was represented by the same lawyer. Ain't that what Deshaun Watson is going through right now with the Houston Texans? Every time you start to dig into one of their stories, you found more and more lies and bullshit. There was never enough evidence to even charge Bill Cosby with rape. He ended up getting put in jail. He ended up getting put in jail for giving her a Benadryl that she asked for. But Lisa here, Mark Lamont Hill, talking about Lil Nas X. He ain't talking about Lil Nas X with the same anger he was talking about Bill Cosby. I want y'all to listen to this little bit of interview he had with Judge Joe Brown. Well, no, I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. Last time I played a video or something like that, I got a strike. But I want y'all to go back and watch this interview with Judge Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown set his ass straight. Salute to you, Judge. And check out my interview with Judge Joe Brown from last month. Judge Joe Brown set this boy straight. And look at his reaction. Last night, I interviewed Judge Joe Brown and disappointed and disgusted by his misogyny and apologies for rape culture. The fuck is rape culture, Mark Lamoist Hill? I wish I'd ended the interview sooner. Yeah, because your dumbass didn't have anything to say to counteract his logic. He stood within the bounds of law. We're dealing with Bill Cosby within the context of law. He waxed you up and down, left and right, side to side. Now you mad. And what the fuck is misogyny? I don't trust any nigga who uses the word misogyny. I do not trust you niggas that use buzz and code words like that. Niggas can't even explain misogyny. So that's who we have taking swipes at our sister Phylicia Rashad. The elegant, graceful, beautiful, kind sister Phylicia Rashad. You know what that tells me, black people? That tells me that we on code. That shows me that we are on code. If they got to pull out all these stops, to get us to sway opinion, and they got to call their jackasses like Mark stupid ass Hill, that means we winning. If they got to pull Janet Huber out of cobwebs, white folks ain't gave a shit about. Look, this is the same LA Times that didn't even cover her leaving the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was a #1 show on TV, and these white folks didn't even think to interview her. We just turned on the TV one day and saw this new woman playing Aunt Viv. We didn't have an internet back then, so we ran and got the TV guide. I think Essence Magazine may have said 1 or 2 things about it, and then we moved on. Ain't heard a damn thing from Aunt Viv. Now all of a sudden, she front page news. They gotta pull out these obsolete, obscure, weird ass people because the real black folks ain't with it. We see Bill Cosby was railroaded by the legal system, and we on cold standing up for it. We're maturing as a people. We growing up. So for those of you running around talking about what black people ain't doing, well, we need to do this and we need to do that. Pay attention. Focus. Look at where we are in 2021 versus where we were in 2012. We weren't on code like this in 2010, in 2006, 1986, 76, 36, 1826. We ain't been on code like this. We're getting there now. And we're more on code now in 2021 than we were in 2020. We were more on code in 2020 than we were in 2019. Our trajectory is headed in the right direction. We're aimed in the right direction. Are we there yet? Hell no. We got a long way to go. We ain't there yet. But if you're driving from LA to New York, you don't get there right away. The only thing you need to do is check the map and make sure you're on the right road. Make sure the car got gas, coolant, good tires, and you keep driving. And if you keep the foot on the gas, at some point, you're going to reach New York from LA. When I check the map, we're further in the direction of being united by a code of conduct and showing our strength now than we were a year ago. When I check the compass, we headed in the right direction. Because we are standing up for Phylicia Rashad. We are standing up for Bill Cosby. That's all we need to focus on is, are we going in the right direction? We ain't these people at Howard. They said it's Howard students and alumni call for Phylicia Rashad to step down. Well, as black folks, we know who these niggas is at Howard. These are the people said, look, the Howard students and alumni were also the ones that said it will be a good idea to elect Kamala Harris. Aren't they? Did I miss something? Am I wrong? Huh? These are the motherfuckers that gave us this wench. You see, this article was January 20th, 2021. Kamala Harris ain't done a damn thing for Howard nor black people since. Howard University thought Howard University is the place that once fired Dr. Ben and Dr. John Henry Clark. Howard University, Carter G. Woodson is the father of Black History Week, which eventually evolved into Black History Month. Howard University fired Carter G. Woodson, author of I'm drawing a blank. Man, what's up in my mind today? Is it the weed? Miseducation of the Negro. Miseducation of the Negro. We know that's a very important book to read. Howard University fired him. Howard University chose white dollars over giving Dr. Francis Cress Welsing a job. Dr. Welsing had to rent out a room at Howard University to teach the ISIS papers and teach Black people about the system of white supremacy. Howard University was founded to be an institution to where the mulatto children of wealthy slave owners, the mulatto Black children, the slave owners actually gave half of a damn about the kids. Howard University and Fisk University were founded for those students. The Black offspring of white people were too Black to go to Ivy League institutions, yet at the same time, they did not want those students, their children, going down to Tuskegee and where all the darky Negroes were. So they created Howard University in 1867 and Fisk University to be, now that slavery was over and some white people were acknowledging their Black children, they needed an institution that can raise these mulatto-style children to be overseers of the Black community. That's the basis of Howard University. I'm not shitting on nobody that went to Howard. If you went to Howard, I'm not saying you stupid, you crazy. I'm just telling the truth about where you came from. The truth is the truth. If I'm wrong, look it up and tell me I'm wrong. But I've already done my research, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. These are the people saying cancel Phylicia Rashad? After Kamala Harris locked up all them Black people, only claimed to be Indian. These are the motherfuckers telling you you need to cancel Phylicia Rashad. No, nigga, cancel you. Howard is full, has non-foundational Black American leadership. One of the interviews I did with Dr. Randy Short, it may have been like sometime around like last December or November. One of those interviews I did with Dr. Randy Short, he talked about Howard University and how the immigrant Black people were coming together and getting in these positions of leadership, Xing the Black Americans out of positions, undermining Black American teachers and students. And when I bring Dr. Short back on in the next couple of days, we're going to talk about that again. Howard University's done a lot of great things, but it's also done a lot of seedy, sorry shit that was detrimental to the overall well-being of Black society. So if they fired Phylicia Rashad for what she said, understand, they also didn't see John Henry Clark as good enough to keep. They never offered an honorary degree for Needy Fuller for teaching us what racism is. Needy Fuller been living in D.C. for the last 60 years. They never even acknowledged that man. They did not support Dr. Welsing. They did not support Dr. Ben. They did not support Carter G. Woodson. They did not support William Leo Hansberry. These are the people saying cancel Phylicia Rashad. Which makes me circle back to my original point when we were talking about, I don't mind division. Division is a great thing. Division lets me know where I stand and lets me know where you stand. We don't have to fight. We don't have to shoot each other. We don't have to be uncivil. But we're always going to have differences of opinions, differences of approaches. You put out your ideas for liberation. We put out our ideas for liberation on our end. And we'll let life decide which one wins and which one goes the other way. But I'll tell you this, the way Howard has been getting down, we got about 150 years of evidence of their get down. And like Dr. Claude Anderson said, financially, black people are in the same position. We have the same share of the American pie now in the 2000s that we had in the 1860s coming out of slavery. So for all the good things Howard University has done, by all metrics, them and their ilk of Negroes have done absolutely nothing to move the needle. That style of black leadership has been in control. They're the ones who gave us W.B. Du Bois, but then the minute W.B. Du Bois saw what was going on and woke up, they excommunicated him. And that man had to end up dying and buried in Ghana. They're the ones who went after Paul Robeson. They're the ones who went after Marcus Garvey. Question the source and be okay with division. Just be clear on what side of the line you stand on. And whatever side of the line you stand on, especially if you're on this black first side, you need to be the solution that you seek. One thing we realize here on the B1 side is, I am the solution. Tariq Nasheed's not the solution. Brother Jason Black's not the solution. Books aren't the solution. The solution is taking what Brother Tariq Nasheed teaches us and applying it to our lives. That's the solution. The solution is learning what Shahrazad Ali has to say and applying it to your life. Reading Black Labor, White Wealth, Powernomics, then getting yourself in position to live the Powernomics principles. That's what the B1 Brigade believes and understands. There ain't no outside leader. We understand that other people ain't gonna come save Phylicia Rashad. We understand that we're the ones who save Phylicia Rashad. It's on me to speak for this beautiful queen, sister, mother, grandmother, daughter, auntie, friend, cousin, niece. It's on us to do it. The person who just gave me a thumbs down, they're still looking for leadership. Oh, they switched it to a thumbs up. Thank you. That was a mistake. But the 5 who gave the thumbs down, they're the ones still looking for leadership. The 282 that gave the thumbs up, they know that they are the leadership that they seek. Everybody's not going to get to a Brother Tariq's level. Hell, when I got serious on YouTube this time last month, my hope was that I get 1,000 followers by the end of the year. That was my hope. If I could just have 1,000 followers on YouTube by December and 25 to 30 people in my chat room I'll be happy. I got over 10 times that. Thank y'all. But this comes from literally dozens, over 20 years of doing this shit on the streets. And bringing what I've been doing on the streets to the internets. We have 388 in here, 304 likes. Thank y'all for liking the video. Please share and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, what I would like for you to do, because I want to start getting your email addresses, because we know how these social media things work. When you get too real, they like to play with your channel and do things. And we also know that we don't really get notifications like that. It's funny how I was at a point this past February, March, to where I was getting 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 views in videos. And then after I did one of my videos on white supremacy, after I did that video on the sheriff department, I started getting 2,000 views, 1,500 views, 3,000 views. My viewership is starting to come back up. But the reason why it's been so low is every day I get people saying, hey, I didn't get the notification. I want to start sending out emails to notify you when I'm going live. And if anything ever happens to this channel, I want to have your email addresses so that we can find each other. So if you email hotepish@gmail.com, get on the email list. That'll be greatly appreciated. Email hotepish@gmail.com to be placed on my email list. That will be greatly appreciated. If you want to stay on the notification gang. Email and phone number. Because I'm also going to do a text notification thing too. And I forgot to tell y'all about this. I'm about to take some calls in a little bit. I'm about to take some calls, but before I take some calls, I forgot to tell y'all on my last broadcast. I got my playlist up. I know y'all been asking for it. No, not that one, not that one, not that one. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No, 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 no. I can't find it. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. I got my Incense and Ashtrays playlist up. My Soul Jazz playlist. And I also got my Funk Soul playlist up. Now available on Spotify. My Incense and Ashtrays Soul Jazz playlist is where I give you modern soul and classic jazz. You'll get some Anderson .Paak, some Jill Scott. You'll also get some Oscar Peterson and Herbie Hancock and Count Basie and Erykah Badu and J-Mo. Go to my Soul Jazz playlist. You get some Roy Ayers, something to sit back and roll a joint to. Something to sit back and read a book to. Something to chill and listen to. The authentic soul. Curated by a foundational Black American student of music. And then I got my Funk Soul playlist on Spotify, where I'm bringing you the funk and the soul. Uncut, Parliament, Gladys Knight and the Pips, The Temptations, The Ohio Players, One Way, Alicia Myers, Shaka Khan and Rufus, Aretha Franklin, The Spinners. Oftentimes, I created these playlists because oftentimes people don't know where to go. Where is the real funk? Where is the real soul? If you don't know, you can start with my playlist. And if you do know, you're going to thoroughly enjoy my playlist. I got a lot of classic B-sides on these playlists too. It's not just the hits that everyone remembers that sold 1 million copies. I got a lot of B-sides on this playlist too. That's the real soul of our music. So go to Spotify right now and download both of those playlists. And also download my Incense and Ashtray. Also subscribe to the Incense and Ashtrays podcast, where every show that I talk about music, we put it up on that. I got some dope music interviews. I got some more legends lined up. I talked to my father-in-law yesterday, man. He gonna give me. We gonna talk about some music. I'm gonna get some snippets and put our conversations. When we start having them on music, I'm gonna get some snippets of our conversations and put them up on that channel. We was talking the other day about Michael Jackson, and I asked him a question. I was like, what was it like working with young Michael? And he said something very interesting. Because I always heard stories about young Michael Jackson being goofy, being silly, but also being a good businessman. He said them Jackson boys, they would come into work, but they were kids. So they had someone assigned to them from the state of California labor union to make sure Motown wasn't overworking them kids. Because the Jacksons would go to school, then they had like an hour or so for tutoring and to do their homework. And then after they do their homework, then they come in and record. So he said when young Michael, this is around the time he was doing Dancing Machine, around those years. She's a dancing machine. Watch her get down, as you do her thing, running the scene. He was telling me about those recording sessions. And he was saying Michael, for the most part, would stay to himself. Whenever it wasn't his turn to be on the mic singing his parts, he would just kind of go and sit in the corner alone. And I thought about that. Young Mike really didn't have a childhood. He really did work to the point to where when he finally got 20 minutes alone, he really just wanted to be alone. Everybody has a story. And just because you see somebody out there that's famous in the mainstream, don't mean all things are great and good and dandy. They got things and problems that they dealing with too. So yeah, it's going to be stories like that and more coming your way on Incense and Ashtrays. Got a fair amount of people from the early days of Motown and people from the 70s who was in it that are giving their story. I already have an interview up right now on Incense and Ashtrays with the legendary blues guitarist Bobby Rush, where he talks about picking up Etta James from the airport when she signed her contract at Chess Records. Go and look at that movie, Chess Records. Bobby Rush was one of the people who were part of putting that movie together. He talked about his days with Howlin' Wolf and Muddy Waters and Gamblin' Huff. True music history in that 1 hour long interview. Check it out right now over on Incense and Ashtrays. I have another interview up right now with Jarius Mosey. I said Jarius. Jairus Mosey. My salute to you, brother. Don't mean to pronounce your name wrong. Jairus Mosey. He talks about writing the hit by Anthony Hamilton, The Best of Me. He talked about writing music with Jill Scott and Jasmine Sullivan and winning a Grammy with Anderson .Paak. And playing the guitar with Prince. All is that. That interview don't have that many views. The interview's up here on YouTube, but it's also over on Incense and For some reason, y'all ain't fucking with it. That interview only got like 1,000 views. That shit need to be over 5,000 views like now. Especially if you love music and you love R&B. That boy J-Mo is giving you game to some of the biggest hits over the last 10 years. Fuck with it. Ramon James, I know all about the escorts. Look over your shoulder and I'll be waiting. They recorded that song from prison. That song is on my Incense and Ashtrays Funk Soul playlist, The Escorts. And I will be doing more music breakdowns over on Incense and Ashtrays. I know I've been saying I'm going to do it, but I've been so goddamn busy. But pretty soon I'm going to start up my music breakdowns that are going to be exclusively over there on Incense and Ashtrays on Spotify. Abdiya said the thing that only has like 1,000 views is my interview with Jarris Mosey here on YouTube. It doesn't have that many views. Maybe because y'all don't know who Jarris is. But click on that interview, you will find out that Jarris is the genius behind a lot of your favorite hits over the last 15 years. So I come to you as on my music tip, not only as a professional drummer, but also as somebody who knows a lot of people who've been in this industry for a long time, giving you the game, giving up the game. And I teach Black history from the point of view of music oftentimes because music is what's most prominent out there. Oh, the Whatnots? Hell yeah, Ivor. The Whatnots had that song, that song that Kanye flipped on Late. What's the name of that song by the Whatnots? Kanye flipped that song on Late. I'll be late for that. Oh yeah. What's the name of the song by the Whatnots that I'm thinking? Kanye re-flipped their hit on the song Late on the Graduation album. Oh yeah. I'll erase away your pain. I'll erase away. Hell yeah, Black Ivory. It's funny you bring up Black Ivory, Ivor, because I was looking for them. iTunes been tripping. That's why I went over to Spotify. iTunes been tripping. I've been having a Black Ivory got this one song, Love. Time is Love. I was looking to put that in my Funk Soul playlist last night, but fucking iTunes took it. And this is a song that I downloaded on Napster long before iTunes. iTunes snatched that song, and I was just about to put that song on my Funk Soul playlist. Because on my Funk Soul playlist, I got music that's kind of rare. Hell yeah. But let me take I'm gonna take like 2 calls before I head up out of here. I'm gonna be barbecuing at my parents' house on Sunday for the 4th of July, so I'm about to season up what I'm gonna put on a grill Sunday. I'm seasoning that shit up today, so it'll be nice and right when it hit that fire. Let me get I didn't even put the phone number up. Duh, Dwan. Shit. Let me put the phone number up. 323-744-7425. I'm going to take like 2 calls. We got a call. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from? I'm good, brother. How you doing?
Not too bad, man. I see you jumping on that grill, man. You like to marinate your meat and stuff, right?
Hell yeah, I'm doing tri-tip and I'm doing shrimp. And okay. Yeah, so the shrimp, you put them shrimp in them plastic bags, drop some olive oil up in there, some lemon, some parsley, some seasonings I'm not gonna mention because it's my own special sauce. Put it in them bags.
Right.
Put it in the refrigerator, and then when you wake up, flip it on one side, and then when you go to bed, flip it on the other side, so it get them juices on the even. Man, throw that shit on the grill. Them shrimp is gonna be tasting like the shit.
Yeah, exactly, man. Hey, your seasoning is everything. But I'm gonna tell you another tip too that I just throw out there. But getting them chips and wood chips and wetting them up, seasoning them overnight, put a little marinade in there, and then drain them before you put them over the coals. Once the coals get white, and it'll take your food to a whole nother level.
Good idea. I was thinking about the wood chips, but for me personally, I have a smoker on the side. So I'm always either using hickory, walnut, or red oak. I use one of those, and some of those woods, and I keep my side smoker going at all times, along with what's going on the coal. But for my shrimp, I don't even use direct heat. I only have the side smoker on, so it's just getting smoked. So it don't cook that fast. That way it can just be smoke getting in the motherfuckers all the way through.
Yeah. Right, because you got to slow cook them anyway. Right, exactly. But yeah, I was also calling too because I was while you was on, I watched Shikari Richardson interview with Today. Now,
okay.
Which was it was either Today. Is that the NBC show? The morning, like the morning show or whatever.
Yeah.
Today. Okay. It was kind of that was a red flag to me.
I didn't see it. I'm saying I didn't see it. I know about it, but I didn't see it. No.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying it threw a red flag to me because why would she be such news for them? But not knowing her background with the LGBT situation and with this marijuana thing or whatever, so she got on there saying that basically since she found out that her biological mother had passed, that she had decided to smoke, which that don't make sense to me because if you look on her social media pages, which everybody ain't privy to just giving you, their life on the page, on the page and whatnot, but she do like to express herself like on Twitter and whatnot. But she never mentioned her mother passed. And this supposedly happened a week before the trial. That her biological mother, she makes sure that she says biological mother, so she must not have been raised by her mother. You know what I mean? Or she called somebody else mom, or was raised by her grandmother or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of weird to me that they got her on mainstream media today talking about this. And well, just share your story with us. Could you tell us what happened? And, she was kind of babbling along or whatever. And then they summarized what she said and made it, make her look like the victim, or her circumstances. She's a victim of her circumstances.
Yeah.
So it was kind of weird. It was kind of odd to me that they did that.
Here's the thing.
They don't care about us like that.
Here's the thing. Don't count it as odd. That's very normal for them. It's odd for us, but it's status quo and very normal for how they perceive and view us. No matter, even if you win, they didn't care nothing about this woman like that. You know what I mean? They didn't jump head over heels for her when she broke the records. It wasn't until they found an agenda that they can push, and then saying that she smoked some weed, so it kind of does a 2-in-1. One, there's an agenda that she can push. Two, those ghetto ratchet motherfuckers can't put the weed down, so it serves their purpose. Yep. So, like when Nigga Fuller always says, man, you can expect this stuff to happen.
True.
So, yeah,
and it's sad because, like I said, our people don't see it. We look at it in a whole new light, but my radar is just clicked so much. When I see certain things, it's like, okay, what's the agenda behind this? What is the end game with this? They don't care about us. They never have. So, when you hear stuff like Black Lives Matter, or, when they push these certain movements, what have you, you always know that it's a agenda behind it.
Yes, there is, man.
So I was just saying, they're using her for something, and that was just me, kind of kind of seeing that, man. But I just wanted to throw that out there to you. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate the call, brother Ivor, and keep killing them niggas in them chat rooms.
Hey,
you be out me dying laughing, dog. Keep it going.
Hey, all the time, man. That's what I do, man. I was known for that, man. Yeah, I keep it up. You know, the humor is love to the soul.
For sure, dog. Have a good one.
You too, bro. Happy.
Yeah. Salute to Ivor. And thank you 13 times for the Cash App. I see everybody asking for the email list. Yes. Thank y'all for the people who's already sent an email to be on the email list. I'll be sending out discount codes to my merch, to the email list. Anybody on the email list, that's where I'll be sending. And I'm not going to flood your inbox with emails. But when I do have something going on, those on the email list will always have discounts to what I have going on. Always. What's up, Poppin'? What's up, 3J? Yeah, what's up, Reginald Wilson? Reginald said, y'all got that pecan tree in the backyard? Man, the pecan tree, shit, that's some good shit to go up in your barbecue. Yes, sir. And I make sure anytime I cook, whatever joint I'm smoking, I never smoke it all the way down to the bottom. I smoke it till it get to my fingers, and I throw that joint in the barbecue. All my food is gonna be seasoned with a little bit of weed up in that shit. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. I'm gonna take one more call. What's up, Chris Love? Peace. I'm gonna take one more call. But in the meantime, black folks, we can't be focused on what we don't have going. We can't focus on who's not doing what. That will infuriate you. It will frustrate you. It will piss you the fuck off. We got to focus on what we do have and what is working. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Jeremy calling from the DMV.
Jeremy from the DMV. What's up? And Howard, you in Howard Central. What's going on over there, man? You straight? Or you about to get attacked by all the motherfuckers who want Phylicia Rashad canceled? You good?
No, man, I'm good, man. I'm not from this area. I just live here. I don't really fool with them.
Yeah.
With those Howard, boule folks. You know how to boule strong here, man.
Yeah. So what's going on?
Nah, man, but I was just watching the show, man. I just appreciate a lot of the information you give out, man. I've been a fan for a while. Follow you on Craig Facts, and then start getting into your show, man. Just appreciate the knowledge. And a fellow Gemini, too. Happy belated birthday to you, man. So
happy belated birthday to you, my
really
brother.
love the show.
Geminis run the we
Appreciate
run this
it,
shit.
Exactly, man. It's kind of funny on the Sha'Carri Richardson thing, man. I don't know why we think people care about us. As Dr. Henry Clark said, we don't have any friends. So the sooner that we realize that, the better. So I'm really happy that the young lady at least took accountability for her actions.
Yeah.
Excuses for it. And so she stood on the square. We learn, we grow. I mean, that's really the big lesson to learn is be accountable.
Real talk. We learn, we grow, we move on.
Right. I heard y'all talking about that grill earlier, man. What you cooking that, Dwan? What you know about that grill, man?
Man, shit, I've been on that grill since I was 12. I'm from LA, but I got a lot of.
I'm the same.
I'm from LA, but my family got Texas roots. You dig?
Hey, I'm from South Georgia, so you already know how we do down south, man.
Yes, sir, man. But shit, thank you for calling, my man.
Hey, I appreciate it, man.
Have a good one. Yeah. But again, man, salute to Sha'Carri Richardson. I don't have anything against her personally. She took what she took. She took her punishment on the chin. You know, she admitted to what she did. She didn't do no weasel snake shit. You know, and she'll bounce back. It's going to be a lesson for her. It's going to be a lesson for her. But she'll bounce back. She's a black woman. Black women are, man, the dopest women on earth, man. Black women don't know nothing but how to bounce back from adversity. So she going to be fine. You're right, and we are not canceling Phylicia Rashad. I'm about to get up out of here. Remember to get my t-shirts. And especially my new t-shirt. My new t-shirt been selling like crazy. I want to thank y'all for my new t-shirt. They come in men and women. They come in all the sizes. They come in fat nigga sizes, skinny nigga sizes, and all nigga sizes. Rebels for the cause. Ike Turner, Robert Smalls, Bass Reeves, Denmark Vesey, and Jean-Jacques Dessalines. We must wear the names of our revolutionaries loud and proud on our chest. Same thing with my Scholars shirt. I love my Scholars shirt. They put something in our minds, wear them proudly on your chest. Let the world know who set your mind straight into that black first ideology. I thank y'all for listening. Remember this. There are no perfect messengers. Only perfect messages for those who are willing to pick up the game. Salute to everybody. Thanks for staying on code. B1. My name is Dwan B. We out.